lucky. Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to see.
All right. Reroll. With advantage, though.
Don't get shit. 2 11s.
Yes.
14.
He rolled a 1,111.
That's
Plus 3.
super win.
Plus 3. Alright. 14. That does change the result.
I do like a little quick sketch of it on a piece of paper, like a impromptu map, just for mental note.
Alright, well, say you're still inside the establishment, so that way...
Right.
That way, you know, you're not just riding on someone's back or something. You just go into like an open table or on the wall or something.
A flat surface.
A flat surface. I would say you go back to the bar counter. You guys have an open space with Bethany, so she's like there as well, I guess. So you guys, or my bad, Tandem. Not all of you guys. You don't all see through Yulia's eyes, and pretty cool. So you do like a top-down sketch of the place and stuff like that, like, you know, this, like, well, you know, trying to transcode what you saw onto physical paper. So yeah, top-down, you see the civil gridwork of the nearby vicinity and stuff like that. You know that the paths that go off, like, they trail away from like the tile piece sidewalks, and then just sort of taper off into just dirt and stuff like that. So you note that. If you want to do tracking, it will be much easier to track on dirt, where footprints are much more visible, versus, you know, cobble and tile. So you got that going for you.
Yeah.
With a 14, there are plenty of, how to say, thoroughfares from a criminal perspective that you notice through Yuida's eyes. That's not to say, like, they're super obvious, but, you know, you can just sort of tell, having been with Marcone and his lot for a little bit. They're barely any wider, but the catch to them is that they have a lot of runoff, like side alleyways and stuff like that. And you're like, if I were a criminal, that's where I would want to run, because then I have so many escape routes. Stuff like that.
Almost like a little labyrinthine.
Something like that, yeah. Moving past the, you know, chicken gobble, I don't know what the hell it is.
Murloc.
Oh!
That was good.
Murloc. So, yeah, you notice that there's probably like 2 on one side of the street and 1 on the other side of the street, stuff like that.
Hmm.
So you have an idea where you're going. And what is this?
My eyes go back to normal. I'm sorry. When I'm looking, I cannot hear or see.
Oh, I was just wondering what's this, and she taps the paper.
It is a map that I am drawing on. I was thinking that perhaps our friend took a detour on her way home, so I wanted to see where the detours were.
Ah. She like just sort of stares at it for a moment. Well, I must say you have very good calligraphy.
Novice mapmaker, artisan jewel crafter, and experienced adventurer.
Very good with your hands.
Long walks of life. Yes, this is true.
Well, that's certainly good to hear. And she reaches underneath the table, or not table, bar counter, and then pulls out like a little smaller with like a glass panel, her own set of cartographer's tools. I've dabbled in myself.
Impressive.
Just a little hobby. This town is... She opens it up and pulls out like multiple sketches of the town, and they're all slightly different. As from a trained cartographer's eye like yours, you can tell like the only difference is really like the accuracy of distance and what the location of landmarks as such. Get better every time.
You have a good eye.
I try my best.
My question is why?
Why not? Just a little hobby. Makes me go out and about, walk around town.
It is always good to know where you are and where things are.
She points does a finger at him. Exactly. Actually, would these be of interest to you? And she holds out her sketches.
Yes, do you mind if I copy these?
Certainly, certainly. Just be careful of them. I'm not sure how 100% realistic they are.
Yes, I understand. It helps to have a bird's eye view looking for you.
I imagine.
Alright, so Tandem would then take
remember
out from the bag of holding
the chest.
The chest, the scroll inside, the very many papers, and he'd start copying the notes.
You like set the sound of the bar counter. She's like,
He would
like
also
her eyes like shoot open. Like that is quite a lot.
Yes, and then he would take out a second pen, and he would start sketching, copying the maps with one pen in each hand.
Roll me your cartographer's tools. Ooh!
Oof.
Ooh!
You spot all the inaccuracies and fix them. Anyway.
Damn!
That's exactly what happened. You sort of like look the sketches over, combined with Ueda's like top, like she told her to Ueda to fly even higher and stuff like that, and you're basically able to basically fully recreate the town. Not to like to the point where you have every building drawn out and stuff like that, but like from like a general map perspective, distances are correct, landmarks from two roads distances are correct, stuff like that.
Nice.
Nice. Let's get this down onto a tray. Nice.
But while he's doing that, can Sandra look over and see, like, just try to limit the options of, like... No, how does that work? Limit the options of, like, where would Wise go, / what would be a good spot for someone to grab someone. If that makes sense.
Roll me your insight.
I have a D8. It's gonna go bad before I probably use it anyways.
She be mysterious, man.
You could use it now, I don't mind.
That's not great.
11. Yeah, you guys don't really have the...
No how.
As much as you guys have killed and shed blood with Wise, you guys don't have the best grasp on her as a person as of yet. Like, the places you think that she would go are both places you guys have already been to, so the Wayfarers 4 could be Wake Up Slap, stuff like that. Or, again, like this stretch of roads and stuff like that. Like, there's not much that you really have to go on as to where would she go in the first place. And then trying to narrow down where could she have, go on awry. Like, there's, if you don't have a main place in the first place, the choices for the second part are even more limited.
I mean, honestly, I feel like they would actually say that.
It's a Gambeson salesman coming through town. He opens up his like big trench coat and there's like a coat rack of different cloak of holding.
Jackets.
Exactly. So yeah, don't really have a best idea where is it going.
You have my sincere thanks, Bethany. This is this would not be possible without your hard work.
She has like a bit of a blush and does like a curt bow. No problem at all. Like at this point, you guys are like both. Well, you're finishing up, and she's like grabbing her sketches, folding back up, putting them away. You're putting your shit away. I do hope everything's fine with your friend, though.
Yes, me too.
Perhaps we'll just turn up. She says with like this like half-hearted smile, like. See, she sort of believes it, but she sort of doesn't believe it.
Knowing Wise, it is fully possible.
But then you remember that we don't terribly know Wise in the first place. It's a kind gesture nonetheless. Your helpfulness.
No problem.
So where to now?
It is St. Leon's Day, so goodwill and good fortunes are plenty. Hopefully. Is there anything else I can help you guys with? Perhaps another drink?
Save that for later when we actually have the person.
Well, if you find your friend Wise, feel free to bring them by. I'd be happy to meet the mysteriously missing person.
I know you are a thirsty man, Aminius. If you feel like indulging...
They need that juice.
Yeah, now I think about it, Aminius has had 2 drinks today.
Yeah, that's just breakfast.
Yeah, it's an Irish
In the
coffee.
span,
Coffee goes
in the
with
span of
breakfast.
in the span of 15 minutes, I might add, because these places aren't that far from each other.
Yeah. He'll probably
Liquid
respectfully...
lunch. Let's go.
Get him out before it gets completely plastered.
He'll respectfully decline. No, I'm trying to cut back.
Drunk wizard casts fireball, blows up entire party.
Who are you and what have you done with Aminius? Did you kidnap Weiss?
Maybe
It
just
all
a
comes
small...
together!
Can I have a taste?
A taste of what?
Whatever you're offering.
Well, she goes over and grabs some things off the speed rack, and it's like, So you think of like what sort of cocktail. Do you want something that's actually tasty, or are you looking to celebrate the day proper?
I think we should all celebrate the day proper.
Later.
So,
We have to have some responsibility, and you getting completely plastered is not exactly responsible right now.
Sandra, do not doubt the method. It has worked so far, yes?
Hey, second day.
I'll do something in between then. And she just sort of steeples her hands, like, and puts it in front of her face. Oh, perfect, actually. Yeah, she grabs like 1, 2, 3, 4 different bottles. And begins like making a cocktail. And she pours it out into a tall, not like a mimosa glass. This one actually, it doesn't have like a little spindly little glass. I guess grip is what it would be. It's like a full, like basically just a normal like tall water glass, drinking glass, whatever. And she pours it out for you. So ice, some couscous. This one is an establishment favorite.
Very good.
They call it the inspiration.
Oh, perfect!
May it grant you luck on your journey.
God knows we need it. I drew you with my pinky out, and I say, thank you for believing in me, Tannum. Unlike the rest of you.
You have not guided me wrong so far.
I didn't say anything about it. Rate me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Get a 1. Get a 1.
Thanks!
Not a 1.
Not a 1, it's a 2.
Should've listened to the... Anyways.
Okay, we'll do this. Okay, for the next 3 hours, you're considered poisoned.
Oh, great.
AKA intoxicated. That being said, gain 1 inspiration.
Huzzah!
So you gotta reroll out of it at the very least.
Okay. Alright.
It is working.
Puts the glass down, leans heavily on Sandra. Alright, let's go.
I push them off. It's like, no, you're still approaching your own way. You said you were fine. She just walks out.
Edgar is on the other side. Are you okay? He pats your head like a dog. Are you okay?
I am very well, thank you. Thank you.
He takes pat your head. Are you sure?
Sways back and forth. I'm good.
Do you need me to carry you?
Yes, please, carry me.
Okay. He picks you up like bridal style.
Just like over the fucking shoulder.
The mushroom person tilts its head.
Edgar,
Ooh.
can I ride on your shoulder?
He looks at the mushroom person who's also on the shoulder. If they wish. It's like putting like a teddy bear on your head or something. He's like, whoop.
Aminius just grinning, satisfied.
Let's go.
Remember
Yes.
to duck when you go past the door.
Yes.
Don't worry.
Quite a sight to see. But entertaining. Happy staying still, all of you. I hope to see you all later.
See you too.
Yes, it has been a pleasure.
Son just waves on the way out.
So, where do you guys head next?
Well, if we look at this map, I say as we head out, we could perhaps check the offshoots of these little thoroughfares one by one and see if anything shakes loose.
That's a fair enough lead for now.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Peace.
There it goes. Are you guys Scooby-Doo? Let's split up, gang, to cover more ground, and then regroup later, or what are you guys doing?
We could do it all together, I guess. No.
I think that would be
If
the
you guys want.
safest approach, because at this point it's just like, oh hey,
It's the middle. It's broad day. It's the early morning. So
that's
I
when
don't
the
know,
assassins really get you.
That would be when the assassins really get you, when you least expect it.
Yeah. It's like, oh, everything's fine. It's the middle of the day. No one's gonna stab me in the middle of this busy market.
I'm more concerned about
That's
how people will respond to Edgar if there aren't people that are us around him.
We're not gonna send him by himself.
That's what I'm saying.
It's up to y'all. Like when you guys have been walking through the streets, like Acker has sort of been given again second glance, but no one has like made a crude or annoyed remarks at him or anything like that. Again, if there was a sane state for bringing a troll to town, it would be Saint Leon's Day. As opposed to like one of the Krognex things where you just kill everything on sight. Then that's probably the worst day.
Fortuitous circumstance.
Yeah, Saint was in town, right? But yeah. Acker has keen smell, I just realized. I was like, looking at she. He has keen smell. Funny. So, if that's the case, all of you make me survival check. You guys are tracking Wise through the Wise's steps, scent, whatever.
There it is. Know what? Some decently high rolls. Take it back.
Aminius be like, no, go over there.
Russian roll for advantage of Witch Doctor.
Yeah, exactly. Go this way.
Ooh, the gods have ordained the 7. If you get a third 7, then it actually would be holy. Atger will roll his wisdom because he doesn't have it trained. Atger. Mushroom person doesn't get a stake in this. He doesn't care. He's just watching. You guys are just going into the alleyways, the dirt path. Again, it transitions from tile to dirt and stuff like that. And then you guys start tracking. And there's not a lot of footfall or foot traffic of the sort in these back alleyways. You figure, you know, if you're a good criminal, you don't leave tracks. Keep in mind, trying to remember, like, what was Wise wearing? It's like, let's see, you know.
She had the necklace thing.
Outdoorsy. Well, I meant like boots, Wise.
Oh, boots.
Or shoes, I guess, because wizards wear shoes, they don't wear boots. Depends on the wizard.
Yeah.
Horseshoes.
Yeah, so you guys are just horseshoes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Wise is like that sort of thing. Yeah.
Also, that'd be
Yeah.
way too easy. Oh, there's some horses around. I'll shut up.
Yeah, regardless, you guys track. Finding... Actually, here, I will roll something on my end. I'm not saying if it's good or bad. But knowing, like, the paranoid thing would be to assume it is bad, because that's how life works.
Good pull. Yeah, she just got them boots.
Okay. Okay, so yeah. You guys are looking around, and you do find the footfalls of, like, you know, sets of boots and things like that. As for whether or not you're able to ascertain that they're Wise's boots, not so much. You do note that some of them just... Some people who that left these tracks, some of them just use it as, like, get from one side of the road to the other, essentially, or one side of the buildings to the other side. You know, something quick and fast. Only a couple of them actually do go down this criminal alleyway thoroughfare behind the buildings. Only a very, a very limited few. So those are the ones that catch your interest. Looking at them, they all basically end up going back to the road, but that's the kicker that you guys are most interested in. Like, where on their exit points on the road, what's nearby? One of them does enter into the courtyard behind Craggy's place. So, Tatum, this is something to note to you, because this is your, nook.
Mm-hmm.
One of them just goes all the way through the thoroughfare and stop. And then a third one goes... Did you just draw that right now?
I was inking it.
It's the drawing from the other day. Or did you post that one? I can't remember.
I think I might have posted pencils of it.
I haven't been on. But yeah, so the third path, it goes and it's as if someone was trying to do like a line, like a like straight line test, where like they're trying to walk straight, but it curves left and right, back and forth. And then that one also just disappears. So yeah, you have 3 trails. You have one that goes to the courtyard of Craggy's place. You have one that just goes in a straight line and just stops. And then one that curves like a snake and also stops.
She was tired, not drunk, so I doubt the weaving. Craggy's place, would she have any means to go
Then
there?
Marcona and the others would have seen something, I would wager.
Gotcha. Unless they're lying to you for some reason.
It is possible, but unlikely.
And then one of them just walks in and disappears.
Well, I mean, 2 of them just stop.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
That's
one
not-
is walking straight and disappears, one's snake.
Yeah,
disappears.
yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, the trails just come to a stop. Like,
For her to be-
there's suddenly no more trail.
For her to be tired enough to be weaving back and forth, that would be like several days of not sleeping. So... Amelius, you're the magic-y one. Do you think you can see if there's any magic effects on any of these 3 paths? Oh, right, you're drunk. Slightly.
Well, maybe now is the time to call in the GM hint.
Hugging my cat.
Perfect.
Alright.
He'll be he'll be lenient on us because he has a cat.
Yes. So maybe I pull out the world card and say, perhaps I can divine an answer.
Just chuck the card in the air.
I'm just trying to what's the word? I'm trying to douse with the card.
I'll use it like a dowsing rod. Which
Like,
one?
Yes.
Wise detector.
Drop the card. You got the scent, boy? You got it? Card just stays there. Fuck. Okay. It has to be a topic of your choosing.
Okay, I want to know. Oh, jeez.
I will answer it to a good degree. I'm not just gonna give you the answers and stuff. It's a
Yeah.
hint, not the answer.
I feel like this is like a genie question.
I could definitely play it like a genie or a fairy question, but it's not. I won't interpret it, or I won't try to purposely misconstrue anything or fuck with you. But
Oh, fairy question, huh?
I do need you to narrow the field though,
Okay.
so I don't just go on in a different direction that you don't even really care about or care to know about. So yeah, narrow it down for me.
How close are we to... I want to ask this question by committee. I'm going to ask my group mates to help me phrase this.
Okay, how about this? I'm gonna go use the restroom, and the rest of you are free to do so. Consider this a 5-minute break,
Sure.
and then during that time, you guys could consolidate and stuff like that.
Okay. How do you guys think I should ask this to the best effect?
How do I walk in Wise's footsteps?
Okay, I like that.
That's a very, very literal terminology.
No, it's perfect. Okay,
I know.
I like that. Alright, I'm gonna write that in chat, and then I'm gonna actually take a 5-minute break.
Ditto.
Toilet break. I'm back.
Ooh la la. How do I walk in Wise's footsteps? Interesting. Change the music.
I'm back.
Welcome back, welcome back. What the fuck? What the fuck? Was that from a Sonya or was that from me? Or like a loud electronic?
No, it was on my end too. Oop, ignore that. It was on
Okay,
my end.
yeah, I heard it.
What that was. I think it was just someone's microphone just having a bad time.
Okay, that startled me. I thought there was like a fucking thing in my room that I don't know had a malfunction.
Nope.
Concerning.
Your computer just burst into flames. It's like, oh well, shit.
Maybe at some point. That's why you should clean your computer, or else it actually could burst into flames.
Looks over at computer that he hasn't cleaned in I don't know how long.
I mean, to make you feel better, the last computer I had in years, and when my tech friends helped me build my current computer, they looked at my old computer and were like, "How the hell? This should have burst into flames. It should have 100%." Exactly.
Oof.
Like normally, you're supposed to like just clean the dust off like a little. The thing you stick in your, it's a Q-tip.
Right.
Yeah, like normally you're supposed to just graze it off of that. No, they had to bust out rubbing stuff like that, so it could like congeal. And then at some point they're like, dude, this is they did like 2 of the I don't know few dozen layers you have to do for the heat sink or whatever it's called. And they're like, dude, your brother this is gonna take us literally a year. And I was like, yeah, we could just buy a new one because I feel like I don't trust that one.
You shouldn't. It's a ticking time bomb.
Okay. Are we all here? I don't know if O is here.
Present.
Sip.
I know Fred's here.
I am,
Oh.
yes.
Oh. Or you're muted, perhaps? Okay, you're here. Okay. Alright, you're all back. So your question, how